Yup, we back at it. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're continuing the topic of what if Trunks asks for help against the androids. Now, if you haven't seen the last part, I highly suggest that you do, because a lot has changed from the normal generic Dragon Ball world, and it'd just be best to go check up on that, so then you won't be confused at all in this part. With that little brief introduction out of the way, we can recontinue the story. Dr. Gero during this time would see that Goku somehow got insanely stronger, so he would have to continue his android process much quicker and have to expand on it in little time. Gero would speed up the process and would create the 3 other androids to take out Goku. Goku would be facing off against Android 13, who would be struggling to keep up with Goku. Goku would then remember that these androids weren't the same ones from the future. Gohan and Piccolo would face off against Android 15 and soon enough take him out. Yamcha would then team up with Tien, and the two would do butter against Android 14, but would still need help. Gohan and Piccolo would help the two out and kill Android 14. Goku would be in a midway battle against Android 13, with the others arriving. Gero and Android 19 would then come out of hiding and try to help out, but it would result with Android 13 and 20 being destroyed. Gero would be pissed to see his creations destroyed, and since he didn't have much time while creating the extra androids, he wouldn't be able to set up a fusion between all, so so there wouldn't be any Super Android 13 here. Gero would then try to run away with the group following him back to his lab, where he would activate the androids. Gero would still be killed by 17 and 18, and they would unleash Android 16, who would immediately pounce onto Goku. Goku would face off against Android 16, while Gohan and the others would face off against the other androids. At this point, the androids would be nothing, and after getting a pretty bad beating from Gohan and the others, they decide just to leave and forget about killing Goku. But Android 16 would be persistent, with Goku sadly resulting into his destruction. Oh wait, maybe not. Goku this time would spare Android 16 after telling him that he's not like Gero or the other evil androids. So after knocking 16 out, he would bring him to Bulma, who would reprogram 16 and take the bomb outside of him. Goku wouldn't know what to do with the androids, so he would leave them alone until only if they would do bad things again. After the fighters would take out the androids, Goku and the others would resume training, but this isn't where the arc ends. Imperfect Cell would arrive to see that the androids are vulnerable and could be for the taking, but before he absorbs them, he finds the remains of Android 13, 14, and 15. He would then absorb their remains, with nothing seeming to happen just yet. It takes some time, but eventually he finds Androids 17 and 18 and absorbs them both, but this time instead of becoming his normal perfect self, he would look different, resembling the look of Super Android 13 and his perfect form, making him Super Perfect Cell. Cell would also have the energy absorbers, since he also absorbed Android 19's parts. After absorbing the androids, the group would notice this immense rise in power, with Goku being confused as he'd sense many powers in one. Goku and the others would then find Super Perfect Cell. Cell would then call the other fighters pathetic and that he is the strongest. Goku would be worried by this, as if this guy is here, then Trunks may have the same issue. Cell would say that their powers are so weak in comparison to him, so he'd allow him to train for a bit. How about 3 days? The others become concerned with Cell then leaving them to go make an arena. Goku would then bring the group back to the lookout, where they would make a plan to defeat Cell. Piccolo would finally fuse with Kami, making him on the same level of Goku. Goku would then decide to use the time chamber once again to try and achieve Super Saiyan 2 with Gohan, but Piccolo would also join them. In the chamber, the three would try to push past their limits, and Gohan would be the first one to be able to achieve Super Saiyan 2. It would take Goku some time, but he would also achieve Super Saiyan 2 in the year. After the time chamber training, the humans would go in to train for a year as well. Before the humans would go in, Yamcha would tell Goku that Cell would have energy absorbers, which would make things very difficult for them. Goku would then wonder and remember a technique from Yardrat that may help with the absorption: Force Spirit Fission. Goku would go to Yardrat and promise to be back in 2 days for the Cell games. 2 days passed with still no Goku, so everyone would make their way to the Cell games arena, where they would meet Cell. Piccolo wouldn't let Gohan go first, so he would face Cell. As much as Piccolo is trained, he wouldn't be enough for Cell, so he would tag out with Gohan. Gohan would do really good against Cell, and would even be able to put some damage onto Cell. Cell would begin to be infuriated, so he would begin to drain Gohan's energy, with Gohan trying to dodge, but would soon enough be pinned down. Cell would begin to drain Gohan to death, with the humans and Piccolo joining in, with this pissing off Cell even more. Cell would start crushing them all one by one, with him then having them onto the ground, beamed down. Cell would then create an SS Deadly Bomber and send it at the group, but it would be swatted away by Goku. Cell would finally be excited to see Goku, finally, and would have challenged him to a fight to the death. Goku would smirk, as he would have mastered Force Spirit Fission while on Yardrat. During the two's fight, Goku seems to be getting overpowered at one point, until Cell begins to slow down for some reason. Cell would then begin to lose ground against Goku, and soon enough, he turns green. Literally, the Super Android 13 state of his power off, as Goku would have separated that from him, making Cell into his normal perfect state. Goku would then hammer it down on Cell, forcing Cell's stolen energy to be taken out. Cell would then get punch drunk from this, and would try to go in for a strike, but Goku strikes first, which makes Cell throw up Android 18. Cell would then de-transform into his semi-perfect state, and would look upon Goku in fear, begging for his life, but after seeing what Cell did to his friends, he won't allow this monster to survive. Goku would finish pummeling Cell, and soon enough, Android 17 would be freed as well, causing Cell to be in his weakest form. Goku would then send Cell into the air, and from there, he would destroy Cell with a Kamehameha. Goku would then help out the others by giving them senzu beans, with Gohan being impressed with his father. The others would be kind of embarrassed that after all their training, they would not have been able to save Goku, or they would have to be saved by Goku. Goku apologizes to his friends for not coming sooner, as he had to make a quick trip to New Namek. Goku would then reveal that Dende is the new guardian of Earth. Before leaving, Krillin would ask for a senzu bean from Goku, and then he would give it to the androids, but more specifically, Android 18. The androids would be surprised as well as the group, with 17 just leaving in confusion. 18 would actually thank Krillin, with Krillin just stuttering. This would be the start of Krillin and 18's relationship. Many things have changed so far in the timeline. Goku's alive and has Force Spirit Fission, while that is a mad tongue twister. Vegeta still isn't around, resulting into no Trunks, and Trunks' future has been saved, with him training with the other fighters. Another big change is that Goku and Gohan have unlocked Super Saiyan 2 way earlier than expected. For the 5-year time skip, Goku and Chi-Chi would have Goten, and Krillin and 18 would have Marin. Goku during this time would also remain in Mastered Super Saiyan, making the two very strong. Goku would also train up Goten, and soon enough, even Goten would achieve the Mastered Super Saiyan. Chi-Chi would feel like she's in a house full of punkers. During this time, Yamcha would finally man up and apologize to Bulma, with Bulma giving him a second chance. After 3 years of dating, Yamcha and Bulma would have married each other, with them then having a baby girl on the way. They would have baby Bra, who would be a few years younger than Goten. With Yamcha being a bit more serious, he would try to train Bra from time to time, as he would train himself as well. Krillin would actually give up being a fighter, and he would eventually grow his hair back. Gohan would soon enough go back to school, but he he still stays and is mastered Super Saiyan while going to school, and when others would ask, he'd just say that he dyed his hair. Gohan would still become the great Saiyaman in this story, as well as Hercule becoming the champ for taking credit against Cell. I mean, he was able to bullshit them in the original, so why can't he bullshit them here? With the start of Gohan and Videl meeting each other, I'm going to leave this story off for right here. So, how did this part be different than you expected? And did you expect that Goku and Gohan would get Super Saiyan 2 a little earlier? I was honestly trying to have it come up to that point, since Goku would have experienced that power with Trunks in the time chamber. With all these crazy changes, will there even be a Buu saga? Well, I guess we'll have to see in the next part. Before I end it though, let me just ask you one more thing. What has Vegeta been up to, and will he be back anytime soon? Could this be finally the part where he comes back? Well, I guess we'll find out next time. Thanks so much for watching the video, and until next time, thank you for all your support. Later!
Hey! It's your reflection, you idiot!
No, it worked for like a second. Rusty. Rusty, look at the camera. Rusty. Look at.
Wait, send me the troll face.
Two months old and scared of everything?